discovered music can heal. It can do more than just ease the pain. It can throw a lifeline to kids who can't be reached in any other way. That's the power of music. For about 10 years now, like a lot of people in the music business, I've been supporting a charity that helps kids with problems. I knew that they used music therapy, but I didn't really know what music therapy was or how it worked. One day, I decided to find out. I found myself in a converted warehouse in Kentish Town, heading for a new musical experience. I was going to meet the centre's co-founder, Dr. Clive Robbins, an expert on music therapy, while we watched a group of parents and kids.
Hi, Paul. Come. Come and sit down.
Okay. Put this on there.
Oh, fine. It's great you could get here. Yes, Christopher, he used to run around the room a lot and wouldn't be contained in the group. For him to be in a group and part of it is really a big step.
Hello, Martin.
There's Martin. He really didn't take part at all at first and would cover his face with his hands, but you can see that's gone now.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you here today.
He's looking at Jane. That's where the song comes from.
Yeah. That's his mum.
Yes, and they're very pleased.
Yeah.
The father was here recently, and they were thrilled because they don't get this much response at home.
Yes.
Now, Katie won't at this stage use language. She won't try.
It's funny, actually, because my own son didn't learn sort of little bits of things to say. He suddenly came out talking.
With
He
the
was
whole
very
thing.
quiet for a long time, and then suddenly started talking. So she's that way, only more seriously so, kind of thing.
Yes. Also, she's got really problems in articulating, in really producing fluent speech sounds.
Let's stretch, let's stretch.
And look, she's lifting. She just initiated the movement of lifting there. It's lovely for the parents to have the musical support for making this relationship that's active.
Yeah.
Again. Let's
Therapy depends really on a lot of good musical common sense and generosity and love. So it requires great training, really, to be a music therapist.
very smooth.
Now we get back in the circle.
That's little Peter, isn't it?
That's
Seen him. That's his dad there,
with the
Saw
red.
them downstairs.
That's it. Is that what you call a strawberry blonde?
Yeah.
The nice thing about Peter is that when he first began, he was so dependent on his father.
Yeah.
Anything that had to be done, he turned to his father
Did he?
to do
Yes.
it or to help him.
Yeah.
But now, as you can see, he's much more independent.
Yeah. What happens when the kids go home after a session like this?
Well, the ones that begin to sing the songs. I mean, for example, Martin does that all the time. The other thing is, it's the quality of the relationship. It's enriched here, and that goes home. See, there he is, independent of his father. Here comes Martin. Now, this kind of directness was completely impossible before. But look at his eyes on Jane. The music just enchants
Is
him.
Jane just making this up?
No, this is a theme the children are used to. It's kind of structures. She sings this, and each one comes in and gets the instrument they choose.
And the girls have made this music themselves.
Yeah, it's
to
been
suit
written
the therapy.
particularly to suit the
Yeah.
group, and the mood of it will have been composed to suit the group. let's say it simply. Improvisation is the cutting edge of music therapy. It's what really matters.
These students are now in the last week of their training. They've been lucky, like me, to catch Clive on his annual visit to the centre.
It's really a life force. It's a force for growth, for internal change and fulfillment. And when you work with improvisation, that life force in you becomes really potent. It becomes effective in changing a life. And as the child's own musicality is aroused, he moves on to all manner of unforeseeable developments and growth. It's a marvelous age to begin with this kind of stimulation, because they need it, you know. They can't get it from life normally, generally.
No, I suppose the old-fashioned way was to just sort of leave them and feel sorry for them, and now it's more bring them out of their shells.
Well, the doctors would say, oh, just forget this one. Have some more children.
Yeah.
You know, just write this one off.
Yes.
That's happened so much in the past. The consultants actually recommend that children come here. So there's a growing recognition of the place of music therapy, but also in early child development. Now here comes Katie. She gets, oh, she's going to get a drum and a cymbal. Ah, this is good. That's great.
Yeah. And then,